What's up, everybody? It's Young Black Jedi back again with another video. Tuning out the noise to tune into God. Yes, I said it. Tuning out the noise to tune in to God, right? Because as we continue to keep awakening, as we continue to keep growing and bringing up our best qualities, we must tune out what is going on in the dunya, right? The matrix, the world. It's so vital for us, right? Because in these times right now, things are getting heavy, right? You already are dealing with so much in your life that is heavy. You have already gone through so many things that are heavy for you to go through, right? And the more that you tune out the noise and tune into God, you are going to be able to, again, bring up the best qualities of who you are at your essence to be brought up, right? So that you can start integrating that and materializing that into your world. That's the most important aspect, guys, that we're really shooting for, right? We want to tune out the noise because the more that we can continue to tune in to God, the stronger we will become in His word, in His wisdom, in the understanding, right, of what it means to be a human being, right? To be led by the Creator. That is why we tune out the noise and tune into God, right? Because if we don't tune out the noise, guys, we're going to get pulled around by all these things of the dunya, the world, the matrix that are going to continue to keep lowering our vibration that sends off a signal to a frequency that then all of a sudden materializes a reality. And then that reality in which came from that frequency, from that vibration, isn't ours. And then all of a sudden, all this stuff is manifesting in our lives. And we don't even want that, right? Let me know in the comments if you've gone through that. Because I've experienced that time and time and time again. That's why I speak with so much conviction on this. Because a lot of things like corn, a lot of things like addiction, all these entities aren't it's not my manifestation. It's not what I want to project into my reality here, right? It's obviously something else that came in and an entity that latched onto me, and I continue to keep feeding that, right? And let me know in the comments if that's something you've gone through too. And the more that we can continue to keep tuning out the noise and tuning into God, we are able to start seeing the truth of ourselves, the truth of thyself, and the truth of this world that lives around us. You know what I'm saying? That we live in and that is around us, right? We start to see who we are, right? We start to tap into who we are at a soul level, soul-centered living, guys. That's what we're aiming for. That's the whole point. That's why we tune out the noise to tune into God. We don't do it for really any other reason, right? It's to be able to align our souls with the most high that is within us, right? The most high. What is the most high, guys? The most high frequency. That's what we're learning here. That's what we're building on. That's what we're growing into. That's what we're integrating. That's what we're materializing into the world each and every single day that we continue to keep coming online and allowing for ourselves to harmonize with the truth that God has for us, right? The truth and the love and the wisdom that God has for us, right? That's actually within us. That's our that went dormant, right? It went so dormant because we were so deceived. We were being pulled around by all these old frequencies, low old frequencies of dunya, the matrix. It's just like we were left kind of holding the plate. You know what I mean? And it's like the more that we can continue to keep tuning out that noise, right? I'm not saying that you can't stay hip and not know what is going on in the world, right? Like I'm aware of like some of the tariff stuff. Like yeah. I'm not saying just be oblivious to it, but it's like I don't even really want to talk about any of that stuff because it doesn't have any benefit. Do you understand what I'm saying? It doesn't have any benefit to you materializing your reality. I'm wanting you to look at your reality and discover your best qualities and bring those up to materialize that into your reality, not mine, not your dad's, not Donald Trump's, not fucking anybody else. You. Yeah, that's why I'm here in a cemetery telling you that. And I'm telling myself that also at the same time. You tell me, I tell you, I tell me, you tell, and we go back and forth with each other, right? That's the whole point of why we're here to tune out the noise, to tune into God, right? Because we leave all the rest of the BS that is not necessary for the wicked, right? They talk about that in the scriptures. Just leave the wicked for leave whatever's wicked for the wicked. It's not our job, right? Let the people who run the world let them run it. I don't know how they're gonna run it. They might run it off Niagara Falls. I don't know. I have no idea how it's gonna go. But you control what you can control. You control your life. You control your reality. You control your destiny. That's what I'm trying to get all of us to get on that wave. All of us together on that wave to tune out the noise and tune into God, right? Because the more we can continue to keep doing that, the more unbounded and more free and more open we are going to be in all of our practices, right? In all of our spiritual practices, right? We just talked about semen retention. That is a great practice that we continue to keep allowing to to start creating more of an alchemical reaction within us so that we can start becoming more unbounded. Do you know what I'm saying? We've been so bounded by this frequency of this old dunya and this old matrix. We're just like in this box, in this paradigm. Now we can become more unbounded. right? We can start becoming more open and free. Yeah, that's what we want. That's why we tune out the noise and we tune into God. Do you understand what I'm saying? And the more that you can continue to keep doing that, the better your life is going to get. I'm banking on it, right? I'm letting that river flow right into the bank, right? Let it stockpile for all of us, because at the end of the day, it is what we allow in our reality to dictate what is going to control us, right? If we let in the news and all this other stuff to try to pull us in a certain direction, I've done it. That's why I'm sitting here speaking with so much conviction. Let me know in the comments if you've done that too. I'm very interested to hear your experience, and smash the like button. That really helps with the algorithm, guys. I really appreciate you guys. We are in control of our reality. If it's not aiding in the materialization of your desired reality, then I'm going to push you to your desired reality. Then I'm not going to tell you about the news, and I'm not going to talk to you about all that. And I just don't feel that that is necessary for me to talk to you about that. I don't think that that's going to really help me. It's not going to help you, and it's not going to allow for you to get to the life that you desire, the life that you know is possible, with the qualities and traits that you are within you, that are to bring up, so that you can materialize that into the world that you want to live in, right? Because if you're anything like me, you've been trapped in addiction and cycles and negativity and anxiety and empty relationships and this, that, the third, yada, yada, yada. I think we're all at the end of that here. I'm pretty sure. At least I am. Let me know in the comments where you're at on your journey. The comments are needed because we want to share and connect here. And the more that we can continue to keep seeing that, we could start growing into a space where our heart opens up, right? Where our qalib, in Islam they call it qalib, you call it the heart chakra. There's many different things that you can call it. You allow that space to start opening up, because we want to make these qualities of who you are a trait. So I'm wanting to make it permanent for you, right? That's it. Just like I'm wanting to make it for permanent for myself. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing. So if I'm gonna be making the trait development message here, I am in full support of you, the qualities that you have within you, the best qualities that you know. I know that you know, right? I know that you know about your best qualities. I'm wanting to see you materialize those traits to those states. Excuse me, because you become aware of that state. I know you become aware of it. Now we make it a trait. So now we make it more permanent. So this is where we stationarily operate from, that your best qualities. That's what I'm focused on. And that's what I'm going to sit here and talk to you guys about. I'm not going to talk to you about the things that are on the outside, right? I'm wanting trait development for all of us, right? I'm wanting all of us to be able to bring up the best qualities of who we are and allow for that to manifest into the life of our freaking dreams, my friends, right? That's why I'm on here in the middle of in a cemetery talking to you guys about this, because we have great power, and with that great power comes great responsibility, right? We must all work together and harmonize and cooperate with each other, and be able to learn off of each other, and be able to bounce ideas back and forth off of each other, so that that will allow for us to tune into God and tune out the noise, right? Tune in, say it with me: tune into God, excuse me, and tune out the noise. Tune into God, tune out the noise. That is what we are going to continue to keep building upon each and every single day. That we have breath in our lungs, that we have prana in our lungs, that we have our chi energy to allow for us to create life. That is the essence of all this. That is the essence of Subhana. That is the essence of Yeshua. That is the essence of Krishna, etc. Whoever, it doesn't matter, right? And the more that we can continue to keep applying the lessons that we have learned, right, through the scriptures, through the tradition, right? One tradition being humanity. There's different branches of that one tradition, right? We talk Krishna, we talk Buddha, we talk Muhammad, peace be upon him. We talk Yeshua, peace be upon all of them, actually. And the more that we can start to clear out what is it, the minutia that isn't necessary, right, by tuning into God and tuning out the noise, the more we can continue to keep aligning with sacred world, right? And then that is where we operate from, right? We no longer operate from this cardinal state of me wanting so much from a woman, or me wanting so much to feel good about something and feel it myself on this get for myself. That's what I'm trying to say. It's just that, you guys know. Let me know in the comments, the egoic ness of just going and getting and wanting, and that fleshly desire, right? That we all have to work to actually, I lied, to be with ourselves, right? So that we can start to understand these different complexities that are within us, that have maybe caused us to go a certain route and to live a certain lifestyle. And that's why we tune into God and tune out the noise, because then we'll be able to deeply start understanding those and alchemizing all that, right? Alchemizing it into service, devotion. That is what for me, because guys, I felt like the urge for my sexual energy a couple of nights ago, actually, when I was at Fish. Beautiful girl comes up to me. We're vibing, we're whatever. Like I could feel like just the sensuality of it all. You know what I mean? Like the great music. I'm flowing. I'm expressing. I'm moving. I'm feeling my like just. I felt really just in myself. And this fine woman comes up to me and starts, getting in my space. And appropriately, she wasn't trying to do anything too much, but she got my space. I could feel it. I could feel like, whoa, like yeah, there's that desire that's there. Like whoa, okay, there's that eros, right? So how do we best alchemize that into service, right? Service for the self structure, right? It's service for Subhana or Yeshua or Yewa or whoever the hell, right? So that's where we are going to continue to keep building upon that each and every single day, guys. We are focused, we are driven, we are loving, we are understanding, we are wise. We are all knowing, we are all wise. We have the spirit within us that is all knowing and all wise. Let me know in the comments below what you think. And for my sisters out there, you're in the same boat as all of us. This is all a universal message. I'm talking to brothers and sisters, I'm talking to everybody alike, right? We have the spirit of love and understanding and wisdom within us. That all knowing spirit that has guided you to this video, right? It's allowed for you to start opening your heart and hearing and listening and responding, right? Rather than just listening to react and being stuck in cycles of constant reactivity, conditioned karma, realistically, because that's where I've been at. And I'm looking forward to hearing your experiences. I'm looking forward to hearing your testimony, because your testimony is my testimony and my testimony is yours. And all of our testimony is all one testimony, right? That speaks to the soul of humanity that is awakening through each and every single one of us, through our eros, through our love, through our compassion, through our wisdom, through our light, and through all what Mother Earth has created for us, right? So let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll be back later. Peace.